Alright guys, yesterday we had a Q&A with one of the Asphalt Legends Unite developers who answered a set of prepared questions, which is alright despite I expected something different, like people asking him stuff, but I guess that would have been a bad idea given the sheer amount of people present in the official server, so at the end we got the answers to questions which, despite some of them weren't that important, in general helped us to understand what's coming and what's not to the game. So with nothing else to add, let's get into it. There are plenty of questions, so I better get straight on topic or this video will end up being way too long. Escopeta, which is the Gameloft developer, goes straight on the sauce with the first question, officially confirming that the Gauntlet mode from Asphalt 9 China will make its grand appearance into Asphalt Legends Unite this upcoming year 2025, which honestly could not be any better, guys. I really wanted to see this game mode on Asphalt Legends Unite, and seeing the devs finally taking this step is something great, honestly. But wait, because right on the next question, Escopeta confirms that we will have solo private lobbies, something like the practice race we have both in Asphalt 8 and Asphalt 9 China at some point on the upcoming year 2025, which is really nice as well, especially for those looking to improve their skills by practicing over and over with specific tracks and cars. However, it's yet to be seen if the private solo lobbies will take away fuel from your car or not at all. But don't get happy just yet, guys, because on the third question, Escopeta confirms that season tokens will be coming back this upcoming year 2025, and unluckily for all of us, they won't be like they used to be, but instead they will be added as a currency similar to the Dry Syndicate coins, just that in special seasons and collaborations. And well, I will be honest, for as long as these season tokens come back doesn't mean that the normal tokens will be less useful, I'm all in. However, I must add that I'm highly skeptical about the final use of the season tokens, and I don't really think that you all should be as well. The fourth question is about career, and the developer confirms that they are working to bring new career season at the end of the upcoming year while upgrading the experience for those starting on the game by early this year, so not bad, I have to say. But right after this question, things get spicy with the announcement that a faster car than the Devel 16 is on the works in the long run, despite it's not on their plans to keep making cars that fast. However, once again, this doesn't mean that they can't keep releasing clones of the 540 km/h cars we already have on the game, meaning that they have upcoming Drive Syndicate cars well covered. Right after this ice bath for all of those free-to-play players watching this video, we move into the sixth question, which is about improvements on the rewards of certain time-limited events like car hunts, showroom, and so on. And here Escopeta says that they will be making a deep dive on the second half of the next year regarding this topic, despite I don't really think that all what that means is that they might have a look and that's it, which doesn't mean that any significant change will take place on the game. As the seventh question, a quite interesting topic arises regarding the potential customization of the garage, but well, nobody is surprised when the developers say that they are just not looking into such possibility. Right after the question we can see the eighth one about expanding and adding more features into the clash, to which Escopeta answers by saying that they will add some quality of life features to the club within the next year, while the truth is that they aren't looking that much into improving or adding more features into the clash, By the next year, Gameloft will be looking into improving the interface for all the players, despite they won't be adding features like the car filters on the garage, as they said on the 10th question, just like the possibility of bringing the club tab back to the main menu, as asked on the 11th question, to which Escopeta said that they are just not interested on that as for now. Then things briefly heat up when on the 12th question, the developer is asked about any updates regarding the car rank changes or stat changes coming, to which he says that on Gameloft they are definitely more into adjusting car stats to match the rank rather than changing the car ranks so they match a car stats. Of course, right after this one, the inevitable question about upcoming tracks shows up, and Escopeta confirms that more Asphalt 8 tracks will arrive to Asphalt Legends Unite, without specifically saying during the upcoming year, but we will have to pay close attention to the upcoming months in order to find out more information about the matter, which is nice. After this bunch of questions, more keep coming, like the 14th one asking about more features coming to the clubs, and it seems like through 2025 we will be having plenty of updates on this, which is not bad at all, I have to say. Following this one, there is a question about the stats, which you can check on the screen right now, but honestly I don't think the answer is that worthy of comment. It's just the devs saying how they are planning to change stats rather than ranks once again, so time to move into the next question. There will be any option to donate epic import parts to our clubmates, And well, once again, I think there is no one surprised by the fact that the developers say no. Their entire business will break apart if they ever introduce something like that. So, talking about businesses, the community asks if there will be a chance to purchase something and then give it to a friend, to which Escopeta says that they are not working on that either, which is quite sad now that I think about it, since it would have been quite interesting in order to make giveaways and whatnot, but you see, it is what it is. And I will be honest guys, I have lost the count of the questions, but anyways, the next one is about the possibility of bringing the 1 versus 1 mode back, to which Escopeta says that basically 1 versus 1 mode is dead in the water. So sadly for all of you guys looking to start up your Italy Sim Da Vinci, there won't be any chance to do it ever again. Well, unless they release it through other kind of events, of course. But hear me out, because the next question is if we will have the chance to lower our multiplayer ranks in a more streamlined way rather than just, you see, manually losing races. And here Escopeta says that they are working on it, but they haven't come into any conclusion yet. If I have to say something, that will definitely be the fact that nothing will grow out of this, simply because it's a minor change and it doesn't make that much sense. But you see, who knows what the future may bring. Then we have great news for all Android players with flagship devices, since Gameloft will introduce 120 FPS and better graphics on Android devices capable of supporting such changes once they are done improving Android changes for now, so that's great. Once again, for those capable of running the game at such graphics. If we talk about the future of Asphalt Legends Unite, they don't really go into huge concessions, and instead the developer chooses to go the safe way by headlining how they are planning to release the aforementioned features, and that's really it. One way or another, we will be getting a roadmap video around January next year, so I will see what's coming by then. The community brings back the old question regarding new rewards on career and time limited events, and the developer once again confirms that they are working on it. Then he confirms that slight improvements regarding the interface and rewards of the other passes available on the game are on the go, without giving a clear timestamp within the next year. Regarding this question about the dual tone options missing on certain cars, I will sum it up for you guys, and I will just say that here it's the brands who decide if a car has or not this option. So yeah, Gameloft can try and negotiate, but if a specific brand has a red line on this topic, there is absolutely nothing to do. Then Escopeta is asked about features that they really want to bring but that they can't for any specific limitation, to which he answers that there is nothing impossible per se, just highly complicated things like making the game run on low devices while it runs so good on high-end ones. Oh, and talking about devices, he mentioned right after how cross-save will likely never make it to the game, since Nintendo and PlayStation just don't allow that because of their rules. The next question is quite interesting, since it's about the Asphalt Legends Unite engine, which is called Jet Engine or something like that, and it's sourced from Gameloft itself, since I guess that making an engine based on Unreal 5 or Unity would have meant that Gameloft would have to pay other brands, so here the developer avoids giving further details and just says that they improved the engine in order to make it run better on high-end devices. On the last bunch of questions, we have one asking about the comeback of seasons like the British Tour one, which, in case you didn't know, it was the best and most free-to-play season ever released on this game, which will likely never come back, as the developers say. The good thing is that the road test is not likely to come back ever again, as Escopeta said on the following question, so it seems like we are having a good new followed by a bad one. Regarding multiplayer, we will have seasons featuring specific sets of tracks to race on, but we won't be getting any system where we can pick which track to race on, unfortunately. As the last question, the community asked about the upcoming game modes, to which the developer confirms that they are indeed working on them at this exact moment, and that they will let us know more about it through the next year. However, when asked about the elimination mode, Escopeta says that they will test it and decide if it should be added to the game or not at all. The cherry on top was the last line, where he indeed confirmed that they will work into fixing the club chat censorship, which is a minor change I'm sure many of you will appreciate. I don't use the club chat that often, so I don't mind that much about it for as long as Discord is a thing. In a nutshell, I feel like this entire Q&A session has been more about what they are planning to release regarding clubs, how fast Devel style cars will keep arriving, and also how the new tracks will arrive, some of them from Asphalt 8. I don't have my expectations really high from no one, and honestly at this point I just hope that the new car available on the upcoming Gauntlet store ends up being at, the level of the Devel 16 or something like that, but of course free to obtain, just like on Asphalt 9 China version. But now it's your turn, guys. What do you think about all those answers? What are you looking forward the most from them? Let me know in the comment section, make sure to drop your like and subscribe in order to not to miss absolutely anything about Asphalt Legends Unite. I will see you really soon as usual with much more content. Goodbye, guys.